Hello students of class 11. So today I am going to start the next topic of this set, that is complement of set. So let U be the universal set and A be the subset of A. Okay. So what happened? How to define the complement? There have to be one universal set and one set. Suppose A is the subset of that universal set. Then the elements of the complement of a set can be defined as elements which are present in U but not in A. Okay, the diagram looks like this. The Venn diagram is look like this. See, this is a universal set, this is A set. What is the complement of a set? Complement of this set, the elements which are not present in A but it present in U. Okay, so if we define using difference, then we can write A dash is equal to U minus A. That means the elements which are present in U but not in A. Okay, and if we write mathematically, that is in set builder form, we can write A dash is equal to, A dash is the representation of complement of a set. Okay, symbolically we write it as A dash. A dash is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to U and x does not belongs to A. That means x is the element which does not belongs to A. It present only in U. Okay. Next is some properties of complement of a set. So see, the first property, A union A dash is equal to universal set. So I have already drawn the Venn diagram. You have seen that when we take the union of A dash and A, then what happened? We will get the rectangle, that means the universal set. And what happened to the common elements of A dash and A? See, you have seen already there are no common elements between A and A dash, because A dash is the set in which the elements are only belongs to A dash, it does not belongs to A. Okay, so the intersection will be what? Phi, that is an empty set. Next is De Morgan's law. Okay, let me come to the first one. First is what? First law is called complement laws. Okay, the first one, and second is De Morgan's law. So what happened in De Morgan's law? See, when we take union of two sets, okay, and when we find the complement of this set, this will be equal to A dash intersection B dash. This is very important. When you go to the last chapter of this mathematics, then the chapter is what? Probability. Okay, in probability we have to use this law. Okay, that especially this law, that is De Morgan's law, we have to use there also. So please remember it, this one. Okay, this is true for every set, every two set. You can take any two set and you can verify this relations. And one more thing, you can verify this relation using Venn diagram also. Using Venn diagram, that means take any set A and B and draw it in Venn diagram. You will see that this value is equal to this one. Okay, that means A intersection B complement is equal to A dash union B dash. That means A complement union B complement. Okay, this is called De Morgan's law. So don't forget it. Okay, this law, second number. Now come to number 3, that is A complement whole complement is equal to A, and this law is called law of double complement, because we are doing complement two times. So what happened when we do again complement? We will again get the same set, that is A. Okay, so next is number 4, the complement of phi, that is empty set. Okay, complement of empty set will be what? Universal set, and the complement of universal set is what? This is empty set. Okay, so this law is called, this is called law of empty set, and this is called law of universal set. Okay, so next I will discuss some questions of exercise 1.5. So next come to exercise 1.5. See, in question number 1, universal set A, B and C. These are given, and I have taken one question from this. You have to find A union C complement. So first of all, we have to find A union C. So write the elements of A or B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the total number of elements present in A union C. Now we have to do the complement of this set. So what happened when we complement it? So we have to write the elements which are not present in this. With respect to the universal set, you have to check. So if you can see, you can see easily that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is present in universal set. So no need to write this one. You have to write the opposite one, that means the remaining ones. So the remaining ones are what? 7, 8, 9. So the elements in A union C dash will be 7, 8, 9. So the next one is we have to find B minus C dash. So first of all we have to find B minus C. So B minus C. So in B minus C we have to write the elements which are present in B but not in C. So the elements will be what? 2, 8. As you can see, 4 and 6 both are present in this set. So we can write 2, 8. So what will be the complement of this? Yes, now you have to check the universal set. So with respect to this set, you can see easily that 2 and 8 are in universal set. So no need to write that one. You have to write the remaining ones. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and one more one is there. You have to write 9. Okay. So this one. Next I am going to discuss the next question, that is number 3. Here the universal set we have to take as natural number. It is already given in the question. So come to number 1. X is an even natural number. So what will be the complement? You have to write the complement of this set. So the complement of this set will be x such that x is an odd natural number. Okay. Next, see number 3. Okay, number 3. In number 3, x is a positive multiple of 3. Okay. So the complement you can write x is a negative multiple of 3, but see, as the universal set is a natural number, but natural number contains no negative numbers, so we cannot write x is a negative multiple of 3. So what we have to write? We have to write that x is not a multiple of 3. Okay, x is not a multiple of 3. So similarly, I am taking question number 8. See, in 8, what is written? Set of all x such that x plus 5 is equal to 8. So by solving this equation, we will get x is equal to 3. So what will be the complement of this set? If I take this set as A, what will be the complement of this set? Yes, we can write x such that x is not equal to 3. Or there are many options you can write. There are many things you can write. See, you can write natural number. Okay, natural number minus 3, set 3. Okay, set which contains element 3. So natural number starts from 1 and so on. If we subtract this one, okay, so if we subtract this one, then the remaining numbers will be there. Okay, so this is, we can write like this also. Okay, there are many ways of writing this set. Okay, next we will go to the next question. So next is you have to draw an appropriate Venn diagram in question number 5. So see, I have done one number. So you have to draw for A union B complement. See, in this first of all you have to take the universal set, then you have to draw set A and set B. What is the union of A and B? It will be this portion. Okay, this portion is A union B. So what will be in A union B dash? Yes, you have to shade the remaining part. So remaining part is this one. So this part you have to shade. This will be what? A union B dash. So there are some practical problems which are related to real life or daily life. Okay, so that practical problems we can solve using the properties of union and intersection of set. So there are some formulae here. They are derived, some formulae derived in this set, which can be useful in the probability chapter also. Okay, so there are some formulas for 3 sets. Okay, so the first formula is, see, if A and B are finite set, then we can write n of A union B. The meaning of this is number of elements present in A union B is equal to number of elements present in A plus number of elements present in B. So this is the first formula, and this formula is applicable when A intersection B is equal to empty. Similarly, number 2 is number of A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. This is applicable when A intersection B is not equal to empty. Okay, sometimes if A and B don't have any common elements, okay, don't have any common elements, then we have to use number 1 formula, and if there is any common elements between them, then we have to use the second formula, and if there are 3 sets given, then we have to use the third formula. Okay, so these are 3 formulas, and remember in probability chapter also you have to derive, okay, you have to derive this formula which will be applicable in the chapter probability. Okay, so let us discuss the next exercise. So next I am going to discuss some question. Okay, so here see, the first question is, in a group of 800 people, 550 can speak Hindi and 450 can speak English. How many can speak both Hindi and English? So it is given that there is a group of people of 800 people. Okay, so here I will denote the Hindi speaking people as H and English people as E. Okay, so the given condition is number of elements in H, that means number of people who can speak Hindi is 550, who can speak English is 450, and the union of this is what? 800. Okay, that means the group of people contains how many numbers? 800. Okay, so now you have to find again you have to write to find n of H intersection E, means the elements which are present in both H and E. So using the formula, you know the formula, n of H union E is equal to n of H plus n of E minus n of H intersection E. So using this formula we can directly put here, so this is 800, this is 550, in E we have 450, and H intersection E is not given. So we will find H intersection E using simplification. So like that, this will be how much? This will be 1000 minus 800, that will be what? 200. So 200 people can speak both Hindi and English. So these are some application of this chapter, that is union means set. In set we have studied union. So these are some application of set. So come to the next question. In a group of 50 people, 35 speak Hindi, 25 speak both English and Hindi, and all the people speak at least one of the 2 languages. Okay, so first of all you have to take the union, that will be 50. There are a group of 50 people, 35 can speak Hindi, 25 can speak both English and Hindi. Okay, so the next condition is all the people speak at least one of the 2 language. That means at least one of the 2 language. The meaning of this is a person in 50, means a person in 50 can at least speak English or Hindi or both. Okay, there are three possibilities in the people of 50. There are 3 possibilities. The person who can only speak English, the people who can only speak Hindi, and the people who speak both. Okay, there are 3 possibilities. Okay, so what we have to find? We have to find that the total number of people who can speak only English but not Hindi, and second we have to find the number of people who can speak only English. Like that, I have already told you there are 3 possibilities. One, who can speak English, second, who can speak only Hindi, and third one, who can speak both. Okay, so here we have to find the 2 things. This is very simple. You can apply the second formula directly and you will got n of E. Okay, but see, in E minus H, that means the elements which are present in E but not in H. How to find it? The formula is not given, but using Venn diagram, okay, using Venn diagram we can easily solve it. So here the formula is n of E minus H is equal to n of H union E minus n of H. You can easily show in the Venn diagram. If you do the union of these 2 sets and you subtract H from this, okay, you subtract H from this is very simple. See, this is H union E, this whole is H union E. Okay, this whole is H union E, and suppose this is H and you are subtracting H, so this part you are subtracting, so which part will remain? Yes, this part will remain. That means this part will remain, and this part is what? This part is E minus H. Okay, this part is E minus H. Okay, what was E? E was whole. Okay, whole circle, and this part will be E minus H. Okay, So now here you can put the value of H minus H union E, that will be 50, minus H will be what? 35. Okay, I hope you are getting. Please try to make Venn diagram. You can easily find number of formulas. Okay, you can easily derive number of formulas. So here you can easily find the value of n of E minus H. Okay, and next one is simple, so I am not doing it. Okay, so use second number formula. So try to do the remaining questions. Okay, in next video lecture I am going to start the next unit, that is relation and function. Okay, see, your mathematics syllabus is little bit vast, but try to go with the concept. Okay, just follow the concept. Concept is very important. As you know, after class 12, okay, when you give entrance examination, in entrance examination there are maximum question came from class 11 only. So try to concept. Okay, concept is the most important. If you know the concept, you can solve many questions. There are infinitely many questions. Okay, so try to remember the concept. Okay, so thank you.